Well, thank you so much, and I echo all of the gratitude and thanks to the Chamber and the Walk of Fame. And I'd really like to thank Steve Locascio and Joe Ionella, who are my sponsors, and certainly Ronnie Dunn. Ronnie, he's really an interesting guy. He looks very innocent as you look at him, but I can tell you he's not. I remember one night, I really do know Ronnie very well. I remember one night he spent until 3 o'clock in the morning conning my wife into thinking that he had forgotten the words to Neon Moon right before he had to go on stage at an after party at 3 a.m. He actually had her believing he couldn't remember the words to that song. And I watched this. I took great delight in it. And Tyler, I've known Tyler a long time, and he still came. And he's right. We did a movie together once. What the hell? One time, I never got another call back. I don't get it. But it's true friends that go to the trouble to come and do this, because these guys didn't walk across the street. They had to come from Atlanta and Nashville to do this. I know how busy you are, and so I really do thank you both. And I'm sure you both had to hold bake sales to raise the money to get here, so I know that was a sacrifice for both of you, so I appreciate that. I also want to give a shout out to David Foster, one of my dearest friends that was going to be here today, and unfortunately he's a little under the weather, so he's watching this from bed. So David, we love you, man. And now it's my turn. And look, today is a really special day for me. I'm just happier than a rabbit in a carrot patch, I just have to say. And when I think about this and I look down at this star, I've never known anybody that was a true success that was a solo. And I look at that star and it's got 5 points to it, and I really think about wanting to break those points off and share them with everybody that's been so critical to my success. And the first one I would break off, I would give to my wife, Robin. She's believed in me for 46 years we've been together. She was like that big when we first started dating. Well, she's that big now, but she was that big when we first started dating. We've done over 3,100 shows, and she's been there for every single one of them. And she is not just an observer. She is such a vital part of that show. She's always had my back. People ask me all the time, Dr. Phil, who do you go to? Who do you go to for counsel? Well, that's who I go to for counsel. She's always got my back. She always tells me there is no award for the busiest person in the world, so stop trying to win it. And I certainly agree. I would break off the second point and I would give it to Miss Oprah. No doubt about it. That's just another woman in my life that's been launching and mentoring me and moving me forward. You cannot understand the power of the O factor. There would be no Dr. Phil without Oprah, so blame her if you're going to blame somebody. She and a very dear friend of mine, Greg Mydell, stand up, Greg. We got together along with my oldest son, Jay. Jay, stand up, let everybody see you. When we decided to put this show together and started working on it, and the four of us just got together and started kind of shaping up the concept. Jay's very young but very wise beyond his years, and Greg and I have been working together for now, I guess, 19 years. And I have to tell you, every time I talk to him about business, I learn something every day. So Greg, thank you so much. And I'd break the third star off and I would give it to Carla Pennington. And the entire staff at the Dr. Phil Show, which she leads as the executive producer, the only one I've ever had, because I have absolutely the best team in television. And Carla's led that team, and they've stayed together. We've been together ever since the very, very beginning. And so I thank all of those. The fourth point I would break off and give to CBS and Paramount and King World back in the day with Roger King leading it. 18 years we've been together. 18 years, if you can imagine. The fifth point I would hang on to, because I'm proud to say my job's not for everybody. If you have a need to be loved by strangers, you don't want to do my job. Life is complex. It's chess, not checkers, and it's not easy, but we all have so much in common when you think about it. All of us here have so much in common. We all have parents, right? And some of them cheer us on in our lives. In my case, my mother did. My father, not so much. I'm not crying. It's just life, you know. What can I tell you? We all have people that wish us well, want us to succeed, and others that just make up reasons to just want to have a bone to pick with us. So, Dad, if you're listening, naysayers along the way, I just want to tell you a story. I made it. End of story. To the other 999.99999% of the world, I say, ain't life just grand? I mean, isn't it just grand? You know, I have two sons, Jay and Jordan. They're both in business and entertainment. Jordan's not here today, I'm sorry to say, but he's watching right now. So, hey, Jordan. He's in Paris. He's on tour opening for the Jonas Brothers, and they're on the European leg right now, so he's watching from Paris, so I say hey. You know, I often remind both of them that we are so blessed to live such wonderful lives. And it's lots of hard work, it truly is. But really, it is pretty damn glamorous and exciting. I have to say. And I always say to them, stop, take a breath, look around, soak it up. Don't miss the journey. Jay tells me sometimes, Dad, wow, it's truly like we wake up in a movie every day. And I say, don't miss it. Star in your own life and drink it in. Success is a succession of moments. It's not a destination, it's not a moment. And believe you me, this is one of those moments today, and I am taking my own advice and I am drinking it in. And God bless all of you for honoring me and taking the time out of your lives to be here. This really means a lot to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.